So in this video, I just want to share my experience, which is the first coding interview I've done over the internet, which I failed badly. So let's jump into the problem. By the way, this question I've got a time of an hour, and I think when I'm looking back, this time slot is actually more than we needed to code this solution. So this problem is to check a string, for example, AA, BBB, CCC, to look for the longest character which occurred inside of the string, and to calculate the length it occurred, and also starting from which index. In this case is number 2. And give another example is this string, and the first 2 characters only appeared twice, which is not the longest, and the longest is C, which started in index 4 and 4. So that's the result which needed to be returned. So here is the method signature which has been given, which, looking back, this is actually a very good structure to implement this thing, and then we added the code here. So the first time around, I have no idea how to approach this kind of questions, so I kept silent and started to think and to write the code first. It's just to to even make the things worse. So the first code I started to write is trying to break up the string, is using a for loop. So I used this type of loop, which is actually quite useless. So looking for every character inside of this string and do the comparison. And the first time I stuck with this type of loop, and I actually started panicking. So each letter in the string is, I created a character which named C, and I started doing this. Obviously this is wrong, because you can never initialize a character with empty string. And for this loop we started using s.char@, and obviously this is wrong, because char@, I needed the index of the character. So started off really badly, and I think that had a big impact on me on the mental side. So again I switched to the other type of loop, which started using the index, the old style. Index I less than string dot length. This is the right approach. I++. So in this way we can get the individual character using index. You can create char cc, let's say, and then we compare each character. We compare the previous character equals the current character or not. It's basically a pointer, and if it's not equals, you have a counter. And I started off with no solution, and up to this point I can't think of anything. So within an hour I did not come up with anything, and I think that failed badly. So in the next one I'll show you a solution which I did after I finished this interview.